I'm Tina.
Hang on, I haven't hit record.
Oh. So hello, I'm Tina.
Hello, I'm Tara.
And this is Tea Time with
Tara and Tina.
Yes, hi guys.
Yay, we're back. We're finally doing the podcast
We're doing a podcast
that we've talked about for so long.
Yes. And today,
And now my dog has decided to scratch at the door.
Of course.
So this is fun.
Yeah, this is fun.
This whole setup was fun.
Yes.
I'm going to use the word fun instead of frustrating because I think it's a more positive word.
Yeah.
Because we're a bunch of 80s kids that's still trying to figure out this technical world,
Yes,
right? This
that's
digital
true.
world that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
And even though I watched the YouTube video on how to do this,
Mm-hmm.
it didn't do exactly what the YouTube video said it was going to do.
No, that man lied to us.
That man definitely lied to
he
us.
didn't mean to. I'm sure he didn't mean to. but
No, I'm
just didn't
sure.
work.
I'm sure the 45,000 other people that watched had zero issues,
Mhm.
and we actually were the only ones that had issues.
Mhm.
I
And we
just-
don't have any brand deals yet. So, but I'm just
No,
figuring-
there's no brand deals, and I was actually just
Yes,
noticing that
I'm doing a Starbucks promo.
you are doing a
already.
Starbucks promo, and I have no tea.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm
So-
drinking cappuccino from Starbucks,
You're
and
drinking
she has no
cappuccino.
tea. But this
And
is
I have
tea
no
time.
tea. I do have a water though, so
Here's
I'll
water.
drink from my water bottle. But so let's dive into tech, shall we?
mhm.
And let's talk about tech. And I was just mentioning the fact that we just went through this tech chaos.
Yes.
So what a great topic to talk about on a podcast is technology.
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts on technology and evolving business into technology and learning something that you have no idea about?
Yeah. I'm just making sure that this microphone is the one that's okay. It's working. We just spent the last hour watching a YouTube video and trying to figure out how to plug it into the computer and make them. We have two mics and whatever, but I do think tech is important, and I think the quality of this is going to be much better because we took the time to actually get a nice microphone
Yeah.
or microphones.
Well, yes.
One of them isn't working, but we're going to see how the quality is. But yeah, so you have to keep up. Like there's no way that you can evolve in this environment, and it goes faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. Like we're recording one of these for TikTok, and just the applications and things that you can put together a video for TikTok is like changing all the time, and I'm getting my kids to tell me how to use it, right? So
Well, at least your kid's on TikTok.
that's another
That's a whole other subject.
Yeah, that's a whole other subject. So
Yeah.
I'm constantly going to them like, how do I start this video, like cueing in the music? Like Taryn, who's 12, had to
Right.
show me how to cue the music to a certain point where the TikTok could start at a certain time, because I was like, I started it and it was like a minute later and it didn't get to the actual ta-da part, and I was like, where is it? And so she had to show me how to do that. So
The fun part I'm just noticing now as well doing this podcast, because I'm sure a lot of people do podcasts and they just literally talk into a mic, and not everybody evolves to the TikTok world or the YouTube world, so they don't actually do the video as well. We're actually we're really running with it, aren't
yes,
we?
we are running with
We're
it.
doing like all the video. There's different monitors around.
My sweater's all messed up.
We're on a cropped thing, but we're on one microphone.
Yes, we are.
And I'm like, I love to turn and talk to Tina, but she's literally a foot within my face.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So it makes it a little bit
And I'm hoping she doesn't cough on me.
And yes, we are dealing in a COVID world.
But that I'm
That's going to be another podcast
Yeah.
when we talk about the COVID world.
Yes.
But so technology. So let me just go back. Let's just go back in history, because we're both 80s kids, right? Born in the 70s, raised in the 80s, basically, right? At what point did you start embracing technology? Was it right away? As soon as it came out?
It was. I bought my first computer in the early 90s, laptop, because I wanted to be able to learn how to use it when I was traveling on the cruise ships.
Oh, okay.
So that was, I did a contract, came back, used some of my money that I had saved up, and bought this, and they were so heavy back then.
Yeah.
Like a big brick.
Yeah.
But I taught myself how to go on the internet and how to work and get email, and so it was really great. Yeah, I tried right away.
Wow. I'm just marveling at the fact that you bought a laptop back then, because I'm trying to remember when I actually bought my first laptop, because everything I had was a desktop version for, I'm going to say, the better part of a decade. Laptop was a luxury item.
Yes.
It was a luxury item, and I had no necessity for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I was traveling with, I remember working as an adjuster in the 90s at an insurance company, and the only people that had laptops were the people that were in the field that were actually doing the assessment of the cars.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
that
they
was
would
like a
need
big
one.
deal. Yeah. But yeah, I love technology. I loved it right from the start. I took a computer class when I was in college. I loved it right from the start. I fully embraced it. I remember teaching my parents how to use the VHS and programming it.
The good old VHS.
The good old VHS.
And the
days.
timer.
And setting the timer and
Yes.
being able to watch a program while recording another program at the same time.
That was just beautiful.
It's huge. That was huge. Which, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just going off on that one. That one was frustrating to me when we actually got cable again. And there was I couldn't watch something and record something at the same time. And I wanted to hook up my VHS at a point.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't do it because of the way that the whole, I don't know. I'm going off on a tangent here, but I do remember there was a time where I couldn't record at the same time, and I wanted to go back 5 years in technology and record while watching something else at the same time.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that. It might have been a dream. Anyway, who knows? Who knows?
And then there was the DVDs.
Yes, and then the DVDs came out, and there was no
And they
recording
didn't-
we on those.
Yeah, and they didn't stay around for very long. DVDs didn't last for very long.
Well, then they went to Blu-ray.
Blu-ray, that was a big thing.
Yeah.
And you know what? We got it, and then we got some Blu-ray
Yeah.
DVDs. I was like, I don't care. Like,
Skipped right over the Laserdisc.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it was like whatever.
Yeah.
This doesn't make a big difference. And now there's no need for any of that.
And now then the USB,
Mm-hmm.
the little thing came in, and the pirated videos on the
Yes.
USB stick came in.
Yeah,
Right.
we didn't have that really.
You didn't have pirated videos? I remember people in my office that were like, have you seen this video? And they would bring in a USB stick, and I would just literally be able to copy it.
Yeah, I know. I never did that.
I didn't even know it was really shady at the time, quite honestly. I'm like, oh, that's fantastic. You have Matrix? Great. I can watch it on my laptop? Even
I had
better.
no idea.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And then, of course, in today's day and age, there's piracy all over the place when it comes to movie and digital
I had
downloads.
pirated. The technology cops aren't going to come after us, are they? I
I don't do it anymore. I'm like, this was like in like 2000.
No, I had a pirated Microsoft. What is the
the software.
software? Yes,
Mhm.
because Excel and Word and everything, you had to go out and buy all that stuff before. It just didn't
Mhm.
come on your
Right.
on your laptop or your computer, and so.
Right.
You know, once you got the computer, it's like, wow, do I have an extra $300 for the software?
That was a little ridiculous, wasn't it?
It was kind of silly.
You
It
bought
was
this
silly.
really expensive computer,
Yeah.
and then they're like, yeah, it's not going to work.
No. So I'm glad we got over that little hump.
Yeah, so that was
Um,
fun.
But yeah, so I had a pirated version of that for a very long time. And I kept it until one day when I went in to buy a new laptop, because of running the dance competitions, we went through laptops like crazy. But I went in and I said to the guy, I don't need Word or Excel or anything like that. I already have it. And he was like, that's already on the computer? Like that.
Oh, it was like an automatic install
Yes.
kind of thing.
And I was like, oh.
Wow, fancy. Yeah, fancy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Just saved yourself so much money by having it already.
Yes.
And now we're in the Mac world.
Now we're in the Mac world.
I'm a Mac person. You're a Mac or you're
I am not
PC?
a Mac person. I'm a PC.
You're a
person.
PC person.
Mhm.
And that's a huge learning curve, right?
We have a Mac in our house.
Yeah.
Maya has a Mac and she likes it.
Mhm.
And I gave it to her because I didn't like it.
Okay.
No.
That's an interesting one for me. That's how Larry feels about my Mac.
Yeah.
Because he's a PC person. But I will sit beside him on a couch and watch him load up his PC
Mm-hmm.
and be like, that's taking forever. Because it takes like 2 minutes for him to boot up his PC.
No, it shouldn't.
All right, then maybe he just needs to buy a new one.
I think so.
But no, he didn't know how to use it, couldn't click on anything, didn't know how to navigate around it. And I took a class at Apple.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Well, it's the best way to learn something, right? Take a class.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're free at Apple, so I was like, yeah, if you're offering me something for free after I've just dropped $1,000, sure, I'll take it. Yeah, and Yeah, easy. Super easy after I did that. Super easy. I could never imagine going back to a PC after that.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, I don't know. Maybe I needed to take the course. I have no idea, but I didn't love it.
No, eh?
No.
Well, weigh in. Are you a pro Mac or pro PC? That's one thing. But
yes.
I will say, even though I am very happy with Mac and I feel like I know how to do things, this podcast thing really frustrated the heck out of me.
Yes. Yes, is all I have to say. Yes.
And that is the trickiest thing about tech is the fact that you feel like you're doing all of the steps exactly as you're supposed to be doing them. And my mind can't wrap around it when it fails.
Oh, yeah.
My mind can't wrap around it. Like there's obviously a disconnect that has happened somewhere. I am going to look into this extensively when this is over. And then the next time we gather to do these things, hopefully it'll be better. Or as you said, we'll just hire somebody that knows what they're doing.
Yes.
Which is always a great option for everything in life.
Yes.
If you don't know how to do something.
So much work and time.
So much work and time.
Yeah.
So that's me on tech. I don't know if you have anything else to say about tech.
I do. Well, is that for another podcast, the Apple versus Android?
No, we can talk about Apple versus Android. Did you have a Samsung?
So are you an Apple girl?
I'm an Apple girl through and through.
Through and through,
but
yes.
Saying that, I've had very limited exposure to Samsung. So I've never been handed a phone for a day and said, you're going to use this phone for the day to see what exactly are the benefits. So I'm one of those people, and marketers love this, where I'm just a loyal customer.
Yes.
If you get me, then you've probably got me for life. Because I will get the next Apple. I'm looking at my next Apple iPhone, right? I haven't even looked at Samsung or whatever else is out. I don't even know what else is out there.
Oh, there's
Android. Is Android the same as Samsung?
I think that's just the name of it, like the name of the type of.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even look into it. I don't research it. It's just I will forever and ever be an Apple person.
Yes.
Yes. And you?
Well, I have Apple phone, and we all will, because the kids, they love the Apple, right?
Yes.
And so the texting and all that kind of stuff and messaging is so much easier. But I am going to be getting a second phone, and I will get an Android.
Oh.
I will. I will be getting an Android.
Which Android do you get?
I don't know yet. I'm going to shop around. I want one that has a really good camera. And so I'm probably taking some advice from family members who are computer techie people, and they're all anti.
They're anti-Apple, right?
Yes.
Yeah, most really, really techie people are anti-Apple.
Yes.
And
they're all like
the everyday consumer, though, loves Apple.
And you know why? It's because they're really good at branding.
They're really good at branding.
Yes.
And I'm a hook, line, and sinker. I am, totally. You got me for life.
Yes. You know what? I'll always have my Apple iPhone. I like it. I know how to use it. It's familiar.
Yep.
But I am going to purposely go out and get a nice Android phone because I want to get the benefits that come with it. So
I have seen the photos from the Samsung, and they look quite amazing.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, if we're going to be doing more stuff like this, and so I'm going to go out and get that.
Now, that being said, I don't know what they're like when they go to print.
I have no idea.
Does anybody know what these things look like when you go to print, or is nobody printing anymore?
I don't think anybody's printing it.
Nobody's printing anything anymore,
Pictures?
right? Pictures.
No.
Photographs. You remember that?
You know what they're doing is, this is totally off topic, but they're sending them into places like, I don't know, Walmart or Michael's or whatever, and then you have a book made.
Oh, right, yes.
Yeah,
yes, I've
an
had the
album.
books. Yeah, I had the books made.
But I don't think anybody has albums anymore. That's what they use Facebook for.
So one of the things that Joe asked for Christmas was a Polaroid camera.
Oh, yes. They're trendy right now.
So those are extremely trendy. She didn't end up getting one of those. We ended up giving her something else. She got like Beats or something like that. And she got the Beats, and I was like, we're good, right? Like, we're good. Yes. Like, try not to kill your children with overindulgences. She got a lot of stuff, and then Polaroid just came off the list. So we did an analysis of like, oh, you have a lot of your own money, you work, so you can buy a Polaroid if you want. You can buy your own Polaroid camera. And I looked up the cost of it, and the camera itself is like $200, and I'm like, that's a camera, sure, no problem. It's not a big deal. The film for this camera,
I can imagine.
It's $5 a picture.
Oh, geez.
$5.
That's crazy.
$5
Not
for a
worth it.
picture. How specific in particular are you going to be
Yeah.
before you hit print?
Yeah.
That just takes the fun out of it for me.
No, yeah.
Like, I remember having a Polaroid, and you would get your pack of 12, and you would just go hang out with your friends and take a bunch of Polaroids.
Yes.
And they were like penny. Like, they
I
were
don't
like
remember how much it
25
was,
cents maybe.
Were they?
I don't even know if they were that much. I think it was like $5 for, or I don't know. I have no idea what they used to cost. But I do know
expensive.
they very well may have been, but they were not $5 per picture.
No.
$1 per picture, I was almost willing to say that's okay. Yeah, that's normal. She hasn't bought the Polaroid yet because even she's weighing the.
Yes,
is this worth $5?
Yes.
Yeah. So so there's tech. So there's some old tech from the 80s, 70s that's coming back, but still not making a full push because it's not quite like it was. It was not that expensive. Anyway, so there you go.
That's.
Any other tech we want to talk about?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think we know any more about tech.
I really don't think so either. I like to think that I know a lot about tech, but when things like this happen, I'm like, I really know nothing about tech. I should probably take a course of some kind, just to learn a little bit more.
That's funny.
All right, so that might be it.
Okay, that was our first one. Thanks.
Thanks.
We'll get better.
We'll get better.
We will get better.
You get the extended mix if you're on TikTok or if you're on YouTube, because it's
We'll get better.
Or we'll splice the audio onto the end of our podcast.
Yes.
All right. That's it, guys.
Bye.
Bye.